Hello, folks. It's here, Scotty. Hey, I'm coming to you today because I had a lot of questions thrown at me in regards to my build videos. Someone was asking me, hey, if I take a blank lower receiver and I want to make it into a pistol, can I later on make it into a rifle? Those are legal questions. Though I am not an attorney and I'm definitely not your attorney. Um, just some things that I have knowledge about that I'm going to share with you. Every state may have different laws. You know how this all works. Always consult an attorney first. So let's say on our Ruger lower receiver build, which is this one right here, we always we always like to start our lower receivers out as stripped, right? That's how I do it. That's how I love to do it. Doesn't bother me one bit to take the initiative to add these parts. There's so much information in the web out there that if you don't know how to do it, you can do it, especially if you're doing it for yourself at home. This is strictly for people that do things at home for themselves. As you know, this is a strip load receiver. It's serialized. You could do the 80 percenter and go that route, but these are serialized. You do have to fill out the forms with the ATF uh, for this stripped lower receiver. One of the first things I do when I get a stripped lower receiver, very first thing I do when I get it home, I take a pistol upper. This happens to be a 300 blackout upper receiver. I marry it. Voila. The construction now of this lower receiver is intended to be a pistol. All right. If I take this upper receiver off later on down the road, and let's say I want to add a 16-inch barrel um, upper receiver with a stock, I've turned a pistol into a rifle. Okay, perfectly legal. However, if I go to, um, let's say, Cabela's, and I buy a Smith and Wesson uh, 15 AR-15, I'm just putting names out there, and it's a rifle already. From my understanding, you cannot then turn that into a pistol. However, if you had this originally as a pistol in this configuration, you're building it, this went on there first. That was your intent. That's what you used it for. And then let's say 5 years ago, right, for a decade, you could put a pistol stabilizing brace on it. Woohoo, that was fun. Got letters, ATF saying, sure, sure. Yes, you can. Then Biden walks in and says, hey, FBI director, please play like the UN. Let's get rid of all this crap. Guess what? Then you couldn't. Anyway, long story short, if I do a build, if I ever do a strip low receiver build, the first thing I do when I get my hands on this thing is I will marry it to an upper receiver of an AR pistol, whether it's a 7.5 inch, 5 inch, it doesn't matter. I marry it to a pistol upper receiver. All right. So enough about that. I don't like beating a dead horse. I think you get the point. I wanted to show you another build that's going on. This is one that is going to be the lower end, the, the the other business end, the trigger business end, fire control group business end of the 300 blackout truck gun. And as you see, it's kind of an interesting design. I'm not sure you all can see that. very, very impressive stripped receiver. It was pricey. I'm not going to lie. These run well over 200. I was able to get that before those prices climbed. Very sturdy, very, very fun to use. People always ask me about it. So one of the things I built this one for specifically is for a truck gun. All right. Why would I build this for a truck gun? Why would I use a 300 blackout? Any operator will tell you in close quarters, especially in cars, the 5.56 isn't going to cut it. Hear me again. When you're in cars, right, and you need this weapon and you need it fast, 5.56 isn't going to cut it if you have another vehicle that's bearing down on you. Again, we put the red dot sights here. We've got the 1,000 lume light. We have a forward flash hider that pushes the concussion forward, out and away from you, not to the sides and back like a cookie cutter. Definitely would use this inside my home. I would definitely use this as a truck gun. I think this was something that for you people that love working on your own firearms, this would be a perfect firearm for you. But anyway, I hope you guys keep sending in more questions. I really enjoy answering questions, especially about the 300 Blackout. It's probably one of my favorite cartridges behind the 7.62 by 39. Just for the different uses, the hunting, self-defense, and things of that nature. I just enjoy them. You tell me what you decide that you want to do. You know, put it in the comments if you think I'm crazy about 300 Blackout or the 5.56.